Infinity 7.0 Day 14. Level up your squad. High performance habits. 1 Timothy chapter 5 verse 8 Amplified Bible AMP. 8 If anyone fails to provide for his own, and especially for those of his own family, he has denied the faith by disregarding its precepts and is worse than an unbeliever who fulfills his obligation in these matters. Level up your squad. Find a group of people who challenge and inspire you. Spend a lot of time with them and it will change your life. Amy Poehler. When I
If you don't allow yourself to be vulnerable, you forfeit your greatness. If you don't risk failure, you have no shot at being the one who makes a statement. If you don't risk them laughing at you, you have no shot at them clapping for you. If you don't risk trading today for a future outcome that's uncertain, you'll never know the fortune that future held. Yeah, being vulnerable, it's difficult. It's hard, it hurts, but it has to. It's the ocean that separates what you have from what you want. The mountain that stands between who you are and who you want to be. And being vulnerable, it means you stop looking at what can go wrong and you start thinking about what can go right. Because every question's a double-edged sword. Right? Do you release that song? Because it could flop, but it will also kickstart your dream. Did you make that first trip to the gym? Because you'll probably look like you have no clue what you're doing, but it could also lead you to feeling better about yourself than you ever have before. Did you apply for that promotion? Because you could be let down, but it could also lead to a career transformation. Do you see the dynamic here? Every major decision comes with risk, and that's why people avoid making them. Standing out, taking the road less traveled, they shake our deeply rooted desire to fit in, right at the foundation. They conflict like fire and water. See, so much of our stress comes from a need to belong, to preserve a reputation, to be cool. You want a fun experiment? Watch how fast being cool turns into mediocrity. It's doing the things that are not cool over and over again that constitute greatness. The ones who are different, bold, out there, they change things. The ones who are okay being called irrational, okay being laughed at, okay with failing and not getting it the first time around. If you do not let yourself be vulnerable, you never experience failure on a significant level. You don't fail, you don't learn. You don't learn, you don't grow. And if that's the case, forget about the top of the mountain. Safety, comfort, a flawless reputation gets you a nice seat at the bottom looking up at greatness. At those who saw the opportunity and were willing to take a chance. So while you climb, keep your eyes on that big picture. Remember that we outgrow our worries. Through each stage of our lives, we look back and we realize that our previous priorities were misaligned. We worried about things that didn't matter. Allowed our decisions to be guided by variables that were irrelevant. And that's the beauty of risk. It escalates this realization. pushes us further and further past the little things that mean less and less with each step taken. Your mistakes will not matter. Criticism from strangers will not matter. What will matter is whether you took control and did something meaningful with your life. Whether you followed your heart and your instinct. And I know it's hard, I know it's uncomfortable. I can't sit here and guarantee the path will be paved out in gold, everything will go how you want, but I can promise this: you will learn, you will adapt, and move forward. I can promise that the critics and the naysayers get smaller and smaller until they fade out of the picture altogether. And most importantly, I can promise that if you don't do anything, you will not go anywhere, and that is the only way to fail. So trust yourself. Trust the process, believe that you are extraordinary, and go make your magic.
Now it's time to meditate. Plan. I will trade my one thing. I will trade with trend. I will set a bracket/range in every trade at the time of entry. I will not risk any more than 144 per trade. I will finesse the winners after target 1. Trend candle color change on trading chart, noting also support and resistance areas that are close. I will not trade my profit and loss. I will only trade the chart. I will focus on my watch list only, and it is not to exceed 24 tickers per day. I may only take one plays on the open with regards to failed open/held opens. I will trade high probability setups. My stop will cap my max risk and the chart will tell me when to get out. I will never add to a loser. I will only add to open winners. I will use my anchor chart by factor X for trend identification before entry. I will not follow any chat rooms or hot stock picks. I will trade only the morning session from 9:30 to 11:45 for entries. I may resume trading after lunch 1 p.m. I will be out of all trades by 3:50 p.m. I will not hold overnight. I will plot all my trades in TraderView. I will follow this trade plan for the remainder of 2018. I will know my win percent. I will know my averages. I will know what I did right and journal lessons from what I did wrong. I take sole responsibility. My focus is on being profitable, not on winning every trade. Every trade is its own probability, and I will look for the highest probabilities. I will be successful. I am committed to this trade plan. Daily goal 1440. I will stop trading after 2x daily goal or 20 live decisions. I will stop trading if down 2x daily goal. Daily goal will adjust each day. I will be held accountable to my trading plan to the syndicate. Wolves of Wall Street. Now it's time to meditate.